You ready?
Ready.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Man, you know who it is. It's motherfucking Miss Shenanigans. And like I said, I'm going state to state, worldwide. Any motherfucker that I say that's on this motherfucker, they gotta have some value. I'm here today, man. I'm down here in Tennessee, where I'm from. You know, I'm sitting here with this man right here, and he want to tell you who the fuck he is and what he got going on. Man, let him know.
Sidewalk Slim, Mental Heights finest, Memphis, Tennessee in the building. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
So you born and raised in Memphis?
Yeah, I was born in Chicago, but I was raised in Memphis.
Oh, that's why you got all that Bears on. I'm a Bears fan.
Bears fan, that hard.
Man, no question that. Even though they just got rid of Jason Fields.
Yeah, I'm still gonna roll with them. Though.
Man, you better fucking know it. So, man, the question is that people want to know is like, what kind of music do you produce? I'm talking about.
I do hip hop, but I mainly do like street music, trap music. I do a little R&B singing.
Have you been performing in any clubs, bars, restaurants, or anything?
I actually have been performing all through Memphis, Arkansas, Mississippi, Missouri. I done did some shows in Illinois, so I done travel.
So what part of Memphis you from?
I'm from Mitchell Heights, North Memphis.
Oh shit. All right. So you grew up in the struggle.
Yeah, man. I'm a hustler, man. That hard. I grew up in the struggle. Came from a single parent family. You know what I mean? Had to do what I had to do to make it. You know what I'm talking about?
So let me ask you a question, man. I listen to your music and I like the vibe because a lot of these young dudes, they taking a lot of the older music and remixing it, but they don't know really what that music meant for them to remix it. But I heard it on yours, and it seemed like you vibed with it. I'm saying, what sets your music got different than anyone else's?
Well, what set my music part is I got an old school vibe that go with the new hip hop. And what I do is I take a lot of stuff like Curtis Mayfield, Willie Hutch, some of the older artists, and I incorporate it with my music to make it the best it can be. I've been in the game for 10 years, but I've been around. I'm 47. I ain't no young kid. I'm 47. I've been around. I listen to all the greats, Tupac, Biggie. I watched DMX do his thing. I watched nearly a lot of them guys do their thing, and it brought me to the game where I am now.
So what made you wait so long in life to start just believing in music? I mean, music wasn't your first passion?
Music wasn't my first passion, man. I actually was a basketball player, track. I ran track. I did football, so sports was my first passion. But I joined the military when I was 17. I went to war. I went to Iraq. I went to Afghanistan. I got to go to Korea. I went all over Asia and traveled the world. So I didn't come back till I was like 22, 23. And then when I came back, I really didn't have no interest in music yet. I was just still traveling the country and doing my thing, you know what I mean? And then when I came back to Memphis in 2004, I was hustling, trying to get my money up. And that's when I actually started taking an interest in music.
Okay. Well, ain't nothing wrong with that. But you travel the world. I'm saying a lot of people don't get to try the world, especially black people, man. They don't get to try the world. How was it when you was overseas and seeing different countries and seeing different cultures? I mean, what was it?
Well, besides the war-torn countries, Iraq and Afghanistan, the rest of the world is beautiful. Like if you ever go to Europe, Germany is a beautiful place to visit. Amsterdam, Holland is a beautiful place to visit. England, Ireland, all this beautiful. You know what I mean? You go to Europe, you can go to Korea, you can go to Japan, you can go all over, and all this beautiful, Thailand, everything.
So how was it when you was over in Afghanistan? I'm saying, I know it's war-torn country, you was over there defending the country.
Yeah, it was actually kind of rough in Afghanistan, because it was about life or death when you dealing with from a military standpoint. It's you against the enemy, so it was about survival. Same situation was in when I was in Iraq. It was about survival. And I was a young dude, you know what I mean? Like I said, I joined the military when I was 17. So I was 17, 18, 19, 20.
So it was kind of, you got to say that it was kind of scary because you out there knowing that you might have to kill a motherfucker you don't even know.
You had to kill people so you wouldn't come back home.
So what about the kids and all that shit? Is that true about them little kids be running around with little bomb vests and shit on?
Yeah, that's true. And they play with toys. Like they'll have a remote control car or something like that. They'll attach a bomb to the remote control car and roll it up and blow you up. Or they'll walk up with American flags, waving the flag, and then they'll hug you with bombs on them and everything. It's just crazy over there, man.
So that take a lot of mental toll on an individual, man, to actually have to adjust to some shit like that, man.
Yeah.
I'm talking about because being from the hood where you have to walk around and see motherfuckers die and shoot them up, bang, bang, at least you know your enemy. But when you over in another country, don't know what the fuck you doing, I'm saying, did you join the army because it was the right way to go, because you felt like it was like educational wise, or?
I joined the army because I was looking for more to pay. They was gonna pay for me to go to school, and I actually, like I said, I played sports when I was younger, but the military was just a path for me to pay to go to school, and they was gonna help me jumpstart my career. So that's why I joined the military.
So I'm saying, like, when you actually got into the music part, I'm saying, when you actually said this is what I want to do, what made you do that? I'm saying, was you listen to a certain song? Was you listen to a person? Or what happened?
Nah, what actually made me decide I was gonna go ahead and do music is I had did 2 albums with my cousin. We got a group called Sidewalk Kings. Y'all be on the lookout because I got new music coming with Sidewalk Kings. But I had done 2 albums with him, and he passed last year. So once he passed, that's when I said, okay, I'm gonna focus strictly on doing music. Cause you know what I'm saying, I already got 2 albums with him. One called Sidewalk Music, and then we got another album called Sidewalk Talk. And then I got 2 albums of my own that's coming out, one called Murder Music, and the other one called Hustle Season. So that what made me really get focused on the music. When my cousin passed, I was like, I gotta keep the struggle going for him.
I'm saying, so you spend a lot of time in the studios?
Yeah, I spend plenty much. I go to the studio like every 2 weeks. And what I do is I write 4 to 5 songs that I'm gonna go ahead and do that day. And what I do is I go in, I go hard, do my 4 or 5 songs, and then I have to come back home. The studio I go to in Memphis, but I live in Nashville.
Okay. So you travel. Like, that's why you only go so much time, because you go to the studio down in Memphis.
Yeah. I got some guys in Memphis that solely produce my track.
What's the engineer's name down there? Who you dealing with down there?
The group I'm dealing with called Mental Heights Music, and my producers are M1 and Ted. What's up, bro? But they making me some banging tracks. They do a lot of old school remixes that we gonna have coming out this year. So be on the lookout for Sidewalk Kings and Mental Heights Music.
I'll tell you this, man. A lot of people don't understand this. Memphis kind of hot right now for a lot of different reasons, but the music is hot. And I tell you, a lot of them dudes is they remixing a lot of them old school songs. So I'm pretty sure a lot of their engineers is dealing with the same engineers you dealing with, because they rolling with a culture. But the only thing I just trip off Memphis, the crime rate in Memphis is ridiculous.
Yeah, the crime rate always been ridiculous in Memphis though, because you gotta realize in Memphis right now, Memphis flooded with gangs. There's so many different gangs, so many different gang sits that you dealing with, and then everybody got guns. So it's so much killing and murder going on. It's murder and mayhem. You know what I mean? Especially dealing with the young cats in Memphis. They gonna shoot you.
And that's pretty much everywhere around the world. But you see, I tell you, like, you got the Yo Gotti brother, Big Jook, just got killed down here. And what I didn't understand, I'm saying I'm not from Memphis, I'm from Nashville. But you grew up in Memphis, so how could you get a person with that type of money and put themselves in that type of situation?
Well, one thing about Big Jook, man, I knew Big Jook personally. Big Jook rolled by himself.
All right.
And that's something you can't do nowadays in Memphis, because the young kids in Memphis jumping out on you 3-4 deep with Dracos and ARs and AKs. So they jumping out on you like they shooting and killing. So the way Big Jook got killed is he, one, shouldn't have been by himself.
Of course not.
Rolling like they and having the type of money he had. And then 2, knowing how these young cats roll with these guns, they not jumping out by themselves no more. They jumping out multiple individuals with big artillery. They gun them down. That's how they get them.
I tell you this, man. You older like me, and I think a lot of these little young motherfuckers out here, they need to just put them all on a plane and ship them over in a war-torn country and let them kill you, and let them just do what they want to do.
A lot of them won't make it in a war-torn country though, because they don't know how to shoot for one, and for 2, they ain't got the courage to make it. You know what I mean? You gotta be courageous to survive in them type of country. But the thing is, man, these young cats ain't got no direction. They ain't got no guidance. They need somebody to direct them, to guide them, show them what to do. And they ain't got that right now. So the first thing they doing is they grabbing guns, killing, robbing, stealing shit.
I'll tell you this, man. The difference between growing up in the 80s and 90s to now, what do you see the kids doing different? I'm saying, like in the 80s and 90s when you was growing up, it was more like a motherfucker was more grounded because technology haven't developed the way it is now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What you think about when it comes to the technology of the kids now? You think it helped them or fucked them up?
Well, I think it kind of messed them up, but it helped them at the same time because technology is where it's at right now. You know, you can get on like what you do on the podcast and get millions of views instantly. Yeah. We couldn't do that back in the 80s and 90s. But you know what I mean? The way it messed them up is they don't got no touch with reality. They out of touch with reality. That's why it's so easy for them to kill or hurt each other because they stuck in this social media and, you know, getting on YouTube and doing all that to where they ain't got no touch with reality.
So why do you think a lot of young people misuse drugs that they can't even control nowadays? Like, you know, these motherfuckers, everybody want to sip on syrup, everybody want to pop this, everybody want to do that. Man, I'm 42 years old, man. The only thing I want to do is pop a bitch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I ain't want to pop nothing, you know what I mean? I think that they don't want to live long, man.
They listening to this stupid ass music, first off. A lot of this new music, it's just stupid. It's talking about doing drugs and getting high, and that's all they know. So once they listen to that, they lost, they confused, they young, and they misguided. They listen to the music, they start doing what the music promoting. Next thing you know, they hooked on Percocets and they hooked on pills and weed and cocaine and heroin and all the drugs. You know what I'm saying?
Nowadays, there's so much shit out here that they can kill.
A lot of kids in Memphis, man, they on so many drugs, bro. That's why they killing, because they confused and then they on 2, 3, 4 different drugs at one time.
Man,
so,
they
you
need
know,
developed.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. So you pushing your music hard. I'm saying you independent, right?
Yeah, I'm independent. It's Sidewalk Kings. That's the label.
And you put all your money behind all your music.
Yeah, I put all my money, didn't ask for nobody else help. You know what I mean? I had to do. At first, it was me and my cousin was investing everything. But when he passed, I had to take the mountain on and just keep it going. So it's strictly independent Sidewalk King.
So are you looking for new artists?
Yeah, we looking for new artists. I got 1, 2, 3 artists that's right currently. But, you know, I'm looking for new talent, and I'm looking for a lot of younger cats because I ain't going to be doing music much longer. I'm 47, you know.
Okay.
I'm planning on having a good 5-year run in the music game, make me some money, then I'm going to get out the way.
So let me ask you a question. So you got when it comes to are you on any platforms right now, like Instagram, Facebook?
I'm on Facebook and I'm on YouTube, but I'm about to be on Spotify, iHeartRadio, and all the music streaming platforms.
So what's your YouTube channel?
It's Sidewalk King, Sidewalk Slim.
Is it just one word?
No, it's two words. Where it's actually Sidewalk King with a comma, Sidewalk Slim.
Okay, because you gotta let them folks know. They want to know who you is. They gonna look you up. They gonna want to listen to what you're talking about.
Check me out. I got music on there right now. My new album too.
So what's on Facebook? I'm saying you got what's your name on Facebook? Same thing.
Nah, my name on Facebook is Avery Adams. I go by my birth name on Facebook.
All right,
but you check me out on there.
Do you put your music on there?
I put music on there. I put pictures, you know, my gear. I like to dress nice, you know, look nice.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
So I put my gear on there, my music, stuff like that, and post like that.
So what you think about these young motherfuckers, the way they dress nowadays, man?
Man, they dress kind of weird. They don't match. You know what I mean? They don't do like we do. Like we put our gear together, match head to toe.
Yeah.
They don't do that no more. They put on anything. They wear hoodies in the summer. It's a strange, you know, generation, but you gotta let them have their generation. We had our time, so you gotta let them have theirs too.
I feel the same way, man, because I think about times when I was young, my mom and daddy used to trip off the music I was listening to, like NWA and Ice Cube and shit like that. They thought I was a fucking madman. And now that I look at some of these rappers and artists and shit out here, these folks out here wearing tennis skirts and shit like that. So they on some weird shit. You feel? But
it's the new generation, man. You gotta let them have what they have, man. I don't get the shit sometimes, but
you just get out the way and let them do what they do.
Let them do what they do, and I'm gonna do my thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I'm saying, is you where you gonna be performing lately? Have you started making any kind of plans in the future, like dates and places you gonna be at performing so people can come and see you?
I ain't set up a tour date yet, and the reason is because I'm still working on my new album. Like I said, I got 4 albums that I'm about to put out this year. And once I get through my last album, then I'm gonna start setting up some tour dates. So be on the lookout for the tour dates. I'm gonna be posting it on Facebook. I'm gonna be posting on Instagram. I'm gonna be posting on YouTube where we gonna be performing and all that.
I tell you this, man. If I had any advice to give anybody that's rapping, I don't care how old you is, if you're entertaining, because I'm a comedian. I'm going through Memphis, Arkansas, Alabama. You go through them southern states.
Sure, yeah.
That's where you get your money at, man. You go through them southern states because people gonna more respect you because they your own kind.
For sure. I got a following though throughout Mississippi, Arkansas, Tennessee, Alabama, Missouri, because I did some traveling in the last 10 years promoting my music.
Okay.
Like I said, I've been doing music, so I got a little following that know about Sidewalk Kings, know about Sidewalk Slim and things I do, so.
I tell you this, man. If most motherfuckers in life really looked at music the way you look at it, because like you said, you know you 47 years old. You know you've been doing it for 10 years. You already know what your exit date is.
Yeah.
You said 5 years.
Yeah.
So for the 5 years, you got a plan to make sure that you do everything you want to do with this music and get on out the way.
For sure.
Because you ain't, because that's why I asked you at the beginning when I said why it took you so long to get to this point, because music wasn't your passion.
Yeah.
Because when you started doing music with your cousin, it became a passion because you were doing it with your cousin.
Correct.
You think that he might have been the one that just, the reason you still pushing because he's gone?
Yeah, that's the right reason I'm pushing, because he the first one took me to the studio. And he told me, if you gonna sit in the studio with me, you gotta rap. You can't just sit in here and don't rap. So he the one